Our heart longs for freedom. I know it because my heart also longs for freedom. And in some senses, that's a sort of silly thing to say because the heart is always free. But in another sense, it's pretty profound and important because although that freedom is always there, our conditioning gets us to clamp down on ourselves, to close our hearts when our hearts really want to be open. And I see that move of closing our hearts as first being closing our hearts to ourselves. And this starts way back in childhood, way back when we are first learning these patterns of people pleasing and performing, pretending, hiding, faking. And if you have even a little bit of this pattern in your deep coping mechanisms, which honestly, who doesn't? Like, it might take different shapes, but we're all putting on a mask in some way or another, unless we were just incredibly lucky and had very healed and free parents. But as long as we are operating from within the mask, all of the connections we're making with each other are, what's the word? They're too rigid, and they are themselves a little bit fake, right? If one mask is connecting with another mask, then there is a sort of tenuous connection between the people behind the masks, but it's easy to jostle and fragment the lines of connection. And the practice that I'm finding most helpful for getting out from behind the mask is to allow myself to move feelings through my body with physical action, in particular anger, grief, sadness, and disappointment. These are feelings that I have buried deep and locked up in my body. And the practice of moving them, a lot of these practices I've gotten from Joe Hudson from The Art of Accomplishment. But for anger, it's like jumping up and down, shouting, I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry. Or doing medicine ball slams while shouting, fuck, 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 motherfucker. Or this morning I was driving to have coffee with a friend and I just pounded on the armrest while yelling fuck. And then I burst into tears because beneath the anger was this deep grief, almost about nothing, like just, or about everything, right? There's plenty to be grieving about. And allowing myself to just cry when I need to cry, to feel disappointed when I feel disappointed, and like not put a good face on it. That is what is gradually allowing me to get out from behind the mask and actually be making more and more real connections, including with myself. So if you're here, if this is speaking to you and you're not already moving your feelings, especially the ones that you sort of deny and tuck away, let this be an invitation to do some of that moving. You can even like pretend to feel it, you can pretend to cry, or even if you can't actually feel the anger, to say I'm angry and move your body starts to give your body and your inner system the permission to move and the message that it is safe for these feelings to emerge, even if it takes time. So that is the message that it feels right to share today. This is part of a spiritual journey, part of a journey toward authenticity and realness, and part of my contribution to this great collective journey that we are all in, of being able to make open-hearted, real connection with each other so that we can link arms and bring forth the new earth. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this served and nourished something powerful for you. Love you, friends.